Thank you. Thank you for joining us. We're in Kigali, the capital of Rwanda, for the second match of the second round of African qualifiers for the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022. The hosts Rwanda up against Kenya for this second clash. As I said, round two. So we've already gone through a series of qualifying matches for certain nations to get themselves into this group of 40. And now we've got 10 groups of 40 nations who are bidding to try and finish in the top spot. And then after that, we go through another qualifying process to see which 5 teams will actually qualify for Qatar 2022. Mali top of the table. They started off with a victory. They managed to score a 1-0 victory over Rwanda in their opening clash to move top of the table, while Kenya and Uganda played out a goalless draw, which means that this is now a very important moment for these nations to try and get themselves some points on the scoreboard. And of course, with Rwanda, the Amavubi, or the Wasps, if you like, up against Kenya, the Harambee Stars, kind of neighbors, if you like, very familiar with each other because they often play against each other in specific competitions in this part of Africa. The home advantage will be looking to be exploited by Vincent Mashami and his men. Got a good, strong team, and they'll be keen to try and get themselves the right result against Jacob Moulet's men, who are also trying to work out what kind of tactical strategies they'll be using to break down this strong Rwandan team. They obviously rely on the strength that they've actually got, the physical prowess, because Kenya obviously boasts lots of big players, strong players, but very tall players. So of course the defensive issues that can be faced for attacking teams, well, they hit them full on, which makes it quite complicated. Well, for the Rwandan national football team, they've never qualified for a FIFA World Cup. They try and qualify through the CAFA zone, which is the East African zone, of course, and they've never once managed to qualify for a FIFA World Cup. But in the Africa Cup of Nations, it was back in 2004 in Tunisia that they managed to get themselves into the continental finals. Didn't get out of the group stage, finished 9th in total, but they also played in the African Nations Championship, which makes up of the local players. Of course, that was back in 2016 that they actually hosted the event. I remember it well, and with the final match taking place at this very stadium, the Stade de Kigali, the Amahoro Stadium, which means peace, and of course some wonderful football being played there, with the Democratic Republic of Congo finally running out as winners after beating Mali in the final. And well-organized competition down in the southern city of Uye, and then up close to the border of the Democratic Republic of Congo, near Goma in Gisenyi. This is an African qualifying match for FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022. It's Group E, second round of matches that are starting today. Rwanda up against Kenya here on this artificial pitch in Kigali. Coming out after the Rwandan players, of course, the Amavubi. Both nations looking to try and qualify for the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022. Long way to go, of course. Still got home and away matches against each other, so 6 clashes in total, and then only the top team from each of the 10 groups will continue on into the 3rd round, and that will be a draw for the 10 teams to find out who they will play, a home leg and an away leg. Only after that will we know which of the 5 nations will qualify for the next World Cup. Conditions are absolutely fine. Warm temperatures in Kigali in the mid-20s. A little bit of a breeze, but nothing to be concerned about. And the 2 teams just lining up for the national anthems before we get down to business.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of Kenya. And now, the national anthem of Rwanda.
Two teams ready to go, ready to lock horns. Of course, Rwanda looking to hit back from that 1-0 loss against Mali, whereas Kenya playing out a goalless draw with Uganda in their opener. Let's take a look at the Rwandan team. Well, we've got Mvuye Kure in goal, Imani Shimwe, Roatu Bayaye, Niri Sarike and Omborenga at the back. Bizimana, Makunzi, Neon Zima, of course, with his 107 caps played for Amavubi, and Muhire Toya Singe lethal marksman up front with his 15 goals in 52 matches played. And watch out for Biringiro. He's a wonderful player, just 20 years of age, plays for APR. Produced some scintillating football at the Chan in Cameroon earlier this year. He'll be one to watch out for. The match officials led by Mr. Joseph Ode Ogabor of Nigeria, with compatriots and a Rwandan official, fourth official, Mr. Rosindana. Goalkeeper for Rwanda, Emery Mvuye Kure, is the captain there, with the big man, the big centre forward, Olunga, who will be deadly out there, I'm sure, for Kenya. Very dangerous player. And he is the one who will be leading this team, with Ian Otieno, the goalkeeper, Machezo Kumo, Asike Otieno, the left back, plays in Sweden, with Muguna, Odada Omondi, and Ochieng Chuka. And as I mentioned before, Alduhai's centre forward, 6'4", a goal machine with 18 to his name and 41 matches played. It's that man, Michael Olunga Ogada. Quality on the bench. No sign of Victor Wanyama. The former captain of this Kenyan team. And Jacob Gostamule has underlined the importance of the new captain, Olunga, who is essential, a key member of this squad. And he's the main captain now, according to the man in charge. Kenya have never qualified for a FIFA World Cup. They've managed to qualify for 4 Africa Cup of Nations competitions, the last one being in Egypt in 2019. Didn't get out of the group stage, but showed some fine attacking flair in their bid to try and get out of that group, but it was a little bit complicated, to say the least.
Yeah, all right. No, Allah. Okay.
Here we go then, it's African qualifying match for FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022. We're here in Kigali, at the Stade de Kigali, their Amahoro Stadium. Rwanda up against Kenya, with a defensive header going back to the goalkeeper for the East Africans. Rwanda looking to hit back after their opening loss. Kenya getting a point against Ugandan Cranes, or the Ugandan Cranes getting a point away to Kenya. Harambee Stars a little bit frustrated that they didn't actually get the points from that clash.
React.
Ball spread out wide to Daniel Chezo, cut out quite comfortably at the back. Kenya with another throw and go for the long throw this time, but the angled header forces the ball out and away. Maguna, the player, formerly of Gor Mahia. Picked up by Rwanda just spread out wide as they move forward. They try and find a way through. Omborenga working his magic. That's a nice little toe poke if he can keep the ball in play. A little bit too far and too quick there for Bizimana to latch onto. Based in Belgium, plays for Vassland Beveren. Came through the academy, the Etancel Academy up in Gisenyi. It's about 3 hours drive from Kigali, 3.5 hours through the mountains. Here's Rwanda just pushing forward, the control, just letting him down on that occasion. Biringiro. Well, they win the ball back. Muire. Biringiro. Good vision, that is, but... And a follow-up challenge from the 20-year-old. Bringing down Uchieng. Lawrence Chumo Chieng. A lot of these players have gone through Gumaya. A few players who are based abroad as well. Got Maguna as well, and Otieno.
React, guys, react, react.
Shimwe. He's based in Morocco, plays for FAR Rabat. Just signed a 3-year contract, playing in the Moroccan First Division. That's a nice little touch at the back. It's the Botola Pro League, of course, in Morocco. Play against the likes of Wydad Casablanca and Raja Casablanca. RS Burkina.
Go, follow!
All of these teams that we so often see on the continental campaigns lift silverware in the African Champions League, the Confederations Cup, of course. Omborenga picking the ball up on the right-hand side. Good strong defensive play at the back from Asike. Another one of those giant defenders that are very difficult to beat. You have to use your head rather than use your body to get past these guys. Anything in the air, well, it's just a foregone conclusion that it's really impossible to try and win the aerial battles when you're up against someone who's 6'3", 6'4", or Kumo 6'4". And the ball thumped deep up into Rwandan territory. It's been picked out as a good opportunity, and the shot comes in. Well, Olunga didn't really get behind it as well as he would have preferred. Easily taken there by Mvuye Kure. And physically, he was bossing that challenge in a big way to get the better of Imane Shimwe. There he is, Jacob Moulay. 53 years of age now. He's coached APR, so he definitely knows a little bit about Rwandan football. Also went across the border to Tanzania as well. He coached the young Africans, but basically from the year 2005, he's been associated with the Kenyan Football Federation as a coach or other jobs as well. Watch out for Biringiro. Toe poked out for a throw-in for Rwanda. No, it's a little bit frustrating for them. They find themselves giving the ball back to Kenya. Chizo. Ball squared over to the other side. A lot of space here for Otieno. He'll be lifting his head and seeing if he can pick out one of the big guys. Now the ball takes a wicked deflection off Ombarenga.
Out!
Mehdi Kagere, of course, the veteran there, plays for Simba, one of the top teams in East Africa. Simba getting themselves into the quarterfinals of the African Champions League before really getting beaten fair and square. Good chance this is for Rwanda. Birengiro just moving up this left side. Great vision, that's a wonderful ball over to the other side. It's been teed up and not deciding to take that shot immediately. Trying to work the magic, puts it on the left foot. The shot comes in, it's been blocked there by the defender, or the midfielder, Maguna. That's a fine strike, flashing right in front of the goalkeeper, Otieno. Bizimana pulls the trigger. Well, he set it up and teed it up impeccably. The Belgian-based player unable to hit the target. Picked up in the middle with Omondi moving forward. Nice ball out to the right-hand side. This is good work. Machezo gets the ball across the goalkeeper. Oh, it's been fumbled, and they're trying to keep the ball out. Smashed in, crashed into the back of the net. And there's your goal. Kenya take the lead, and it comes from the front man, Olunga. The captain and centre forward in the right place at the right time to smash it in after an attempted clearance which wasn't good enough to clear the danger. Goal number 19 for the giant centre forward who plays his football in Qatar. And the ball spilled out of the hands of Emery Mvuye-Kure. Couldn't hold the ball on this very fast surface, of course, being an artificial pitch. The ball that came in, Machezo, a really tricky one to try and deal with. The first attempt to try and get the ball in the back of the net. Blocked, but the follow-up was good. 1-0 for Kenya here in Kigali. Well, he's just such a handful to deal with when he's pushing forward and when he's looking for that loose ball, when he follows up. And he's got such a physical appearance. He's such a big guy. When he does turn up in the right position and gets the full force behind a shot, well, it's very difficult to stop that from close range. Kenya with an early lead against Rwanda in this FIFA World Cup Qualifier Qatar 2022.
Ref is out. Ref.
Interesting player, Michael Olunga. Bit of a journeyman and enjoys moving. Started playing for Tusker, one of the top teams, and Gor Mahia in Kenya. Based in Nairobi for a while, and then he headed off to Sweden, went to China, even enjoyed a stint in the Segunda Liga in Spain for Girona. Headed off to Tokyo. That's a very firm challenge, that is. And the referee is coming over, Mr. Ogabor of Nigeria. Just coming in to check on Jack Tuyasinge. It's taken quickly, far post, the cross comes in, but there's no one there to latch onto that. It goes out for a throw-in. That was Asike who came in with that challenge. The kind of challenge that we expect from him. The thing is that they're not youngsters, the back four for Kenya. Here they go again, looking to try and prise open the Rwandan defense once again. Shot lacking a little bit of sting on that occasion from Choka. Currently plays for JS Kabylie in Algeria. The team that rekindled their successful run in the African Champions League. Not going all the way, but putting in some good, in the Confederations Cup. Just losing in the final. Is the delivery, free kick coming into the penalty box, just headed away by Alunga. It'll go out for a throw-in. Once again, the ball comes across, but the infringement coming in. I think there's a bit of holding taking place in the penalty box. Saw the reaction from the referee. I don't want to see any more of that, please. Well, this is the goal. And I think the attempted overhead clearance maybe wasn't the right decision from Oatu Baye, because they could have cleared it if they would have communicated. Oh, that was a good scoring opportunity. The ball came across. Good skills as well, but it will be a corner. Slight deflection to prevent that from going towards the goalkeeper once again. It all happened in a flash, and this time it was Choka, Juma Choka, the player who I just mentioned previous to that scoring opportunity, the JS Kabylie player who got to the final of the Confederations Cup before they lost to Raja Casablanca. Ochieng with the corner. No one goes up for it. Cleared quite comfortably. It's a very fine touch coming in from Chizo. And a nice ball just running out over the line. I think that's going to be a throw-in for Rwanda. Just gave it a little bit too much time. Could have kept that in. He would have had acres of space to go darting down that left side. Omondi plays for Sofapaka, which is in Wundanyi, which is about 50 kilometers east of Mount Kilimanjaro, on the road down to Mombasa. "16 minutes in, and here in Kigali, it's Kenya who sit on a lead. That's a handball, I think. It's going to be a free kick. Just came off Nionzima's arm. Back up on his feet. Another player who plays his trade for Kariobangi Sharks. In fact, they're a team who come up into the Kenyan Premier League for the very first time, finished second before coming up, so enjoying a fine chapter in the history of their club. Rwanda trying to find an equaliser, trying to boss that midfield. Plenty of players moving into attacking positions. Kind of gave the goal away. It was poor communication that enabled Olunga to pounce and strike the ball in without any serious challenge at all. 17 minutes in. Rwanda still in possession, taking the ball up. Manishimwe, bit of support here from Niyonzima. Change of flanks to control, just letting him down. It's been picked up and it's a good opportunity for Kenya to push forward. Going to pick out the big man, Lunga, once again. I think big man, they're all pretty big, to be honest with you.
Halfway line, usipite half yetu hivyo ukienda. Cheki, usipite ile half katikati ukienda huko. Wote wanacheza ukienda huko usivutwe sana.
Quincy a little bit frustrated. Back playing for Ryan Sports, spent a bit of time playing in Oman. Lots of things happening in Kigali at the moment. So you've got the Afro Basket, which is entering the final 2 matches of the competition. Senegal up against Cape Verde, and the final between Tunisia and the Côte d'Ivoire. And this is at the Kigali Arena, which is literally a 2-minute walk from this stadium. With the Rwandan president, Paul Kagame, big basketball fan, enjoying some time over there. I'll turn up and watch a bit of football today as well. You never know. Oh, that's a good opportunity. It's in the back of the net, so there's the downward header, and it basically come off his teammates. A little bit lucky there, but Rwatu Bayaye will just take whatever he possibly can. Rwanda get an equaliser, but it's, well, not too orthodox in the way that it found the back of the net, but it doesn't matter. They all count at the end of the day. Rwatu Bayaye with the goal. Cross comes over, he didn't even see it coming. That's just how it is. I believe it was Jack Tuisinge who produced the downward header. It was indeed off the back of that man, Rwatu Bayaye, who didn't even see it coming. 1-1, Rwanda restore parity here in Kigali. Well, they've been given a little bit of space when they move up into enemy territory. There's no doubt about that. Afterwards, how they exploit it. It was down to them, drawing the fouls. A couple now, and the same player getting involved. Asike comes charging in like a locomotive, offering Rwanda a free kick. Vincent Mashami's men gladly accepting. Manishimwe will take it. He's trying to go down the left flank. Well, that was well won back. Picked up by Niyonzima. Decide to go back this time to the goal scorer, Matubaye. Oh, that's nicely done through the legs. Call it what you like. That's what happened. Muhire, the player, picked up by Bizimana. Into the middle. Muhire. Rwanda Holding the ball. Looking quite comfortable as well. Pressing not coming in too quickly for Kenya. Slight change, I'm sure, with Jacob Mule making some calls. That will be a free kick. Foul committed by Ochieng. And here is Birengiro. Birengiro lost the ball over. That's a wonderful touch, good opportunity, but it's just a little bit too close to the defender. Otieno comes across and clears. Player down. Jack Tuisinge.
Chap. Aruna, come.
Well, this is also Birengiro who's down. What happened there? Let's I'll just give the players a little moment to just regroup, reorganize, have a little word with their coaches, understand the tactics. Make the necessary changes, but this man here, Abdul Ouatubaye, based in Macedonia, plays for Shkupi. Just one of those goals you just say, well, listen, does it really matter how I scored? It's not often you can say that you scored blindly. Well, that was one of those situations. And of course, with Lunga scoring the opening goal. Just hope that he's okay, the youngster. He really has been a star player when you actually look at what's happened. Lake Birengiro plays for APR, but in the Chan earlier this year, replaced Bertrand Iradukunda in the group stage, and they managed to beat Togo 3-2. But it's just wonderful vision, and his skill, his dribbling skills, top-notch. Started the quarter-final loss against Guinea as well. Scored that goal outside of the penalty box, having replaced Thierry Manzi at half-time. And just catching the eye, really, of Vincent Mashami in a big way. He said, well, let's bring him up and put him into, the World Cup qualifiers. He's got what it takes. Ball runs out, and he's still on the stretcher, and he's holding his head, and this is really not good for Rwanda. We just hope that he's okay. In the meantime, we will have it's Mehdi Kagere who's going to come on, the veteran, an absolute goal machine. Manishimwe linking up with Muhire. Here is Niyonzima. Niyonzima, he's got extra support with him just down the left-hand side if he wants it. Decides to go over into the middle. Anyone on the right-hand side. Rwandan's pushing forward. There's Omborenga. Tries to get the ball into the penalty box, but it's just been a little bit blocked there. Bizimana backs to the goalkeeper, Otieno, and the Zesco FC player gets it out quickly. Another player on the ground, Imani Shimwe this time. Medic's back on the pitch. Well, here he is, born in Kampala in Uganda. Mehdi Kagere, former young Africans player. Now playing for Simba in Tanzania, but as I said, a goal machine in a big way. 76 appearances for the Amavubi, 52 goals. Confirmation that Lake Birengiro is going off, and Kagere coming on. Play on, says the referee. They retrieve the ball, they start to move upfield. Rwanda dispossessed the midfield, bursting at the seams with Kenyan players. And a little bit of space. That's a nice little touch, that is, from Omondi, but he's taken it a little bit too far. Amavubi move forward. That's a good ball, good support play as well. Here is Amani Shimwe. Looks up, looks to try and get a decent cross in. Oh, is that a handball? I think it is. It comes straight off Machezo's arm, and it will be a free kick in a fine position that will enable Vincent Mashami's men to try and prise open that defense once again. You know, Tieno organising himself at the back. The Zesco United goalkeeper. Haruna Niyonzima with the free kick. Rwandans jostling and moving around to try and find a little bit of space, get themselves away from their markers. The ball comes over, it's flapped away there by Otieno. Picked up by Omborenga. High ball coming in, straight into the hands of the Kenyan goalkeeper. Oh, it's come straight off the back of Kagere, who might pick up a yellow card for just getting in the way. No, sorry, I'm from Tuya Singhe. And he picks up the first yellow card of the game. "30 minutes in, and this is the scoreline here for this Group E African qualifying match for FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022. Rwanda 1, Kenya 1. Goal scored by Michael Olunga, captain and centre forward for Kenya. Manishimwe running out of space down in the corner. He'll draw another free kick. It's another very physical challenge coming in from Otieno, this from Machezo. Carbon copy of the last free kick they had. And watch out at the far post. Maybe you got an extra player here. A bit of, I'm going to put someone on the goalkeeper, I think. Could be a good idea. Here's the delivery, right over the top and into no man's land, watched on by Vincent Mashami.
Just sleeping like a baby. Lawi.
Yes, coach. Aruna. Hey,
Lunga goes down under a little bit of pressure from Muhire. Well, there was a chance, it came over the top, easily snatched out of the sky from Emery Mavuye Kure. Plays his football in Kenya for Tusker. Just his second match playing for the national team. There's a defensive header coming in from Asike. With Jacob Ghost Mule plunging into the think tank to try and work out what tactics he should be using to try and get his team back on top. Having led after an early goal. Zima, strong challenge, ball comes back across. Sarike, player who's playing in Armenia. Good cross that comes in. It's not a bad effort there. I think it might have gone out, forced out by Asike to win a corner. Cross coming over towards the far post. One of those ones where you just don't know what's behind you. You're trying to check, but the safest option is to just head the ball out, kick it out, get rid of it. Because sometimes players coming in from behind, they've got to be in a better attacking position. They can climb because they can see everything that's happening in front of them. Those high balls for defenders, the tricky ones. Here's the delivery from the corner. And once again, over the top. I think that after 3 botched attempts at delivery, you need to really put someone over on the edge of the penalty box who's going to, as I said, ghost in and greet it. Kenya pushing forward. Well, that's an offside flag is going to go up in a big way over on that far side. Jacob Mule happy with Odada, who's come in and sorted out a midfield issue in that position. Richard Odada, just a former Kenya under-20s player. He's 6'3", but quite a big player, isn't he? A lot of presence for the Red Star Belgrade player. Out on load for playing for FK Metallic. Also in Serbia. Came through the AFC Leopards Academy. Bit of running here from Otieno. Chezo to the middle. Just working the ball. Bit of space over on that left-hand side. And the flag has gone up. And 10 minutes remaining in the first half. A goal apiece between Rwanda and Kenya. Spirited confrontation here in Kigali at the Stade de Kigali, or the Amahoro Stadium. Just on the summit of one of the 1,000 hills. They call it the city of 1,000 hills. Such a beautiful country. Undulating hills throughout the Rwandan capital. With, of course, Volcanoes National Park just up on just up near the front, the border of Democratic Republic of Congo and Uganda. Where you can see the mountain gorillas, of course, one of the only population of endangered mountain gorillas that exist in the world. Once again, pushing forward Rwanda, unable to get themselves that shot on goal. With lacking shots, really, but still quite entertaining in the way that they're trying to outfox each other. Push forward. Here's Kenya with a little bit of space. The strong defensive performances have really prevented both teams from getting themselves into space and provide us with a one-on-one opportunity against the goalkeeper for the forwards. Free kick it is for Kenya. Trying to go ahead once again. Otieno was the delivery. It was way over the top. And the overcooked crosses appear to be spilling into the other side of the pitch as well. Not ideal. A confrontation, and Manashimwe goes down. Sorry, it's Niyonzima. Oh, there's the collision. Ochieng, player who went down. Free kick for Kenya. Is Muguna. Under a bit of pressure once again. Mavuya Kure. Won't want to concede just before the break. Not the ideal free kick taken there.
Active now.
Long throw from Machezo into the penalty box on the edge of the 6-yard box. Player down. Manashimwe, free kick it is. I imagine the free kick count is pretty high. It's very good work. Get the ball back. That's a redundant pass to get the ball to one of his teammates. Still in possession. Working well down this left-hand side if they can just move into position. Picked up here by Niyonzima. Firm challenge to put the ball away from him by Ochieng, sorry. Manuel Manashimwe.
Bring him back, bring him back, bring him back, bring him back, bring him back. Hey! Tell him to come back. Tell him to come back. Tell him to come back. All right, go back. All right, it's okay. Hey, it's okay, dear.
Gained an extra couple of meters, but he'll get that back with the run-up. And there's the throw-in taken. Here we go. Rwanda, once again, looking to try and push forward, get themselves into those pockets of space that are quite elusive as it stands. They're just physically unable to find that space as we approach the half-time whistle with a 1-1 scoreline here in Kigali, landlocked country of Rwanda. Stunningly beautiful. This is great work down the right-hand side. Fine running from Fitina Umberenga. There's the delivery into the penalty box. Is there anybody there to latch onto it? No is the answer to that, but there was a possibility, bit of pressure, get in front of you, the defender. First time cross as well. Just see that Niyonzima was there very quickly. Kagere didn't react as quick as this man here.
Ready, ready.
Poor pass out wide. Not the best scenario for Choka. Oh, that's a lovely little turn, and to get past his man. It's a shame the cross to his teammates, Neon Zima, wasn't as good. It's pure quality on Barenga when he wants to play. Had a trial for CSKA Sofia in Bulgaria. Didn't get snapped up. Free kick for Rwanda. No love lost between those two players, as we can see. Not the first time that they've got tangled up together. Shimwe, Lo Chieng. Clearance made quite swiftly. Good ball, but the ball just goes across well. That went over the line, surely. And even the goalkeeper, Mbuya Kure, claims that it did, but still, if the whistle doesn't get blown, you've got to go for it. And that was a sitter. That was a great scoring opportunity. Ball pulled across, but missed completely by Kenya. Same player, Ochieng, just bringing down another player. This time it was Muhire. Tubaye, he's the goal scorer. Enough time for a last shot. Good running here from Imani Shimwe. But the clearance has been made. Kenya win possession. Just waited a little bit too long. You know, when you're on a artificial surface like this, the ball doesn't bobble too much. A little bit at times, of course, because there might be a little bit of warping, but this doesn't look too bad, this surface. Chance for Kenya to try and get themselves. Here he is, the captain, trying to get his second. Blocked, and it goes out for a throw-in, but there's the half-time whistle blown here at the Stade de Kigali by the referee, Mr. Joseph Ode Ogabor of Nigeria. The half-time scoreline here in this Group E encounter, African qualifying match for FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022. Rwanda 1, Kenya 1. Well, 2 goals scored, obviously, and the captain, Olunga, smashing the ball in after, well, it was a botched attempt to clear the ball after a cross that came in, striking in from close range. And then quite a comical equaliser for Rwanda. A header that came down by Jack Tuyasinge off the body of Ruatu Baye, who wasn't looking, and into the back of the net to beat Ian Otieno. 1-1 it is. We'll take a break. Second half coming up soon. Welcome back to the Stade de Kigali, the Amahoro Stadium. It is the Group E encounter for this FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 qualifying campaign. Second round. We've already had numerous African nations that have been eliminated. Now we're into a group of 40, so it's 10 groups of 4. And this is the second round of matches that will unveil over the next 8 months who will be finishing top of the table of each group. In fact, to qualify, 10 teams going through. And then we'll have a third round of matches then. Second half then for this clash between Rwanda and Kenya. We're all square, 1 goal apiece. Michael Olunga Okada, captain of this Kenyan team, scoring the 10th minute. And then a comical effort that was scored by Abdullah Rawata Boyaye after a header from Jack Tuyasinge. Came off his back before flying past the goalkeeper Otieno. It's a free kick for Kenya, just on the edge of the penalty box. And that's all it took. It was Niyonzima just kicking the foot and offering Kenya a chance to try and produce a shot on target to test Mavoye Kure. Michael Olunga's there. Olunga with that left foot of his. Oh, takes a deflection off the wall, and what a fantastic save that was from Mavoye Kure. It was struck perfectly by the Kenyan captain. Slight deflection, and then parried away from the goal by the goalkeeper. Rwanda let off the hook after that silly infringement that took place. A bit careless. Is the resulting corner headed away at the front post. Throw in taken quickly. Already get it going on the attack, and he's onside down the right-hand side as well. Is Muhire waiting for a little bit of support from his teammates. Squares the ball into the middle. Neatly done. And over to the other side. Manishimwe decides not to take on Machezo. It's good work from Rwanda, just calmly passing the ball around Nirisarike. And picked up by Niyonzima. Niyonzima, there's a little bit of movement here. Comes out wide, chance for a cross. Cross comes in, it's taken well by the goalkeeper Otieno. But the build-up play, very positive. Straightforward defensive-headed clearance coming in from Watubaye. He knew that Olunga was breathing down his neck. So Kenya with the chance to try and test the goalkeeper once again. Chizo will take this. Kikumule gearing up for a change.
Joseph! 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 Joseph!
That's really well done. That will be a throw-in for Kenya. Picked up by Otieno, and I think we've got a change coming in for Kenya pretty soon. Yes, we do indeed. And Ochieng goes off. And he's going to be replaced by Abdallah Hassan. The 25-year-old who plays for Bandari. Born in the coastal province of Zwane. Debut against Malawi in September 2018. Game against the Flames. This will be his 12th match playing. Here he is, trying to latch onto that ball over to the other side. Abdallah. Machezo's long throw into the penalty box. That's met comfortably by Rwatubaye. A good game, very solid at the back. Former APR player, the Ryan Sport as well. These top teams in Rwanda. Police as well. That's another team. Rwatubaye enjoying a little bit of time spent abroad as well. Played for Sporting Kansas City. Kenya pushing forward, spreading the ball out wide, using the flanks. Trying to build up some momentum. Good work from the midfielder, Omondi. He's worked miles offside. Abdallah, since he come on, he's a very busy player. He'll be running that flank very well, and just a little bit overconfident there and darting off before the ball was released.
Good effort, Masoud. Well done. Behind the ball again.
Omborenga fouled. Picked up comfortably in the middle. Taken forward. Once again, the through ball lacking precision. Got to bide their time, and it's the work off the ball that will count here today. Don't make mistakes. Just giving the ball to Olunga like that is just reckless. Player down in the midfield. I think it's Choka who's down on the ground, clutching his foot. Bit of pain. The Kariobangi Sharks player, former, and with JS Kabylie, of course. That was the challenge. Well, it was just a kind of twisted himself and fell over Yannick Mukunzi. This is the save right from the very start. Olunga, look at that, with the right hand. Twists his body and then just basically punches it over the crossbar. Some skill indeed. We're nearly 10 minutes into the second half. Rwanda, bit of possession, pushing forward. The crisp pass wasn't there on that occasion, but they're still pushing forward. An opportunity. The attempt at a 1-2, there's a good chance to try and get his shot in, and why not? That was a smart move. He saw a decoy runner just outside of him, darting through. Omborenga supplied him with that, but shot was quite comfortably blocked. Unmarked at the far post, Jack Tuoya-Singeh. Tuoya-Singeh penalized the right hand, the left hand. There you go. Just getting to know each other, those guys. He's only 29 years of age, Tuisinga, another player born in Gisenyi in the north, just on the banks of Lake Kivu. Wonderful region. It's a very good block and a good rampaging charge down that left side. Waits for a little bit of support. That's a good ball over to the far post. Kenya with a chance to try and move ahead, but it's been cleared quite comfortably. Omondi was being set up. Ratubaye doing the business once again. This is the scoreline. Rwanda 1, Kenya 1. Kenya playing out a goalless draw in their opening game. That's a good turn, very fine play from Alunga. Alunga, can he get a shot and gets past another defender? Oh, he's hit it high. And it was perfectly teed up. How he disposed of the two defenders was pure class, but after that, the finish, it didn't match. And Emery Mavuye Kure raised his arms going, guys, you need to help me out here. Just look at this. Puts it on his left, takes the dummy, gets rid of Watu Boyaye so easily. Cuts inside, and flying in from the other side is Imani Shimwe. But the shot is not on target, and Rwanda let off the hook. Fitina Omberenga of APR. Another chance, a shot coming in. It's a scuffed effort coming in from Abdallah Hassan, the substitute. Came on for Ochieng. It's a good ball out to Omberenga. Doesn't have to keep hold of possession. That's a good ball into the middle. Now they need to keep on moving. This is well worked. Omberenga gets it back, tries to get past his man. Out-muscled by Muguna. Kenya pushing forward. This time it's Eric Otieno. Puts it on his left foot. There's the cross. It's gone a little bit too deep.
Again, Marcelo.
The idea was good.
Well done, Muguna. He's coming now. He's coming.
Well, Muhire will be replaced by Martin Twizerimana.
Guys, now let's go.
25-year-old who plays for Musanze AFC.
Ready?
Getting a chance to shine out here today against Kenya. Perfect platform to get your first goal for your country.
Faster, faster.
It's good work from Rwanda. Getting a bit of space. They're passing the ball around nicely. Got to remain composed and just make sure that they are accurate with their passes, unlike that one there. And here they go, pushing forward once again. Okumo. Okumo gets the ball out to the left-hand side to Eric Otieno. Plenty of space. Defender coming towards him now. Looks up, waits for someone to arrive, pulls it back this time to Okumo. Plays for Ghent in Belgium in the Jupiler Pro League. It's good work from Omondi to win that ball back, otherwise Rwanda would have pinched it and logically tried the counter, lovely back heel. A little bit too close for comfort. Now they're moving into position. Here's the delivery into the far post. Oh, that is fantastic. And he got into the right position. Olunga just couldn't get his shot directly on target, but it was well worked. And the big man, the captain, leading by example. And on the hour mark, saw it coming over. But the finish wasn't top notch. He'll be kicking himself a little bit on how he connected with that. I think Emery Mavuya Kure will be quite relieved that he didn't strike it the way that he struck the first one in the 10th minute that opened the scores here in Kigali. Well, once again, they're giving the ball away, and this is a little bit scrappy from Rwanda. They give away a foul as well on Olunga. And of course, there's something a little bit more meaningful for this man here to try and qualify and win the group if it's possible and go through to the next round. Plays his football in Qatar, of course. Al Duhai. He will obviously be listening to the echoes and the chit-chat of the locals as they talk about the big events next year. Muguna takes the free kick, gets it down to Eric Otieno. Oh, that's gone a little bit too far.
Okay, Muguna, no problem. Again. Face the ball, Master.
One of the reasons why Jacob Mule keeps on coming back to the Kenyan national team position of head coach is that he led them to the Africa Cup of Nations in Tunisia in 2004.
Well done,
So that in itself was a great achievement, because with only, oh, that's a firm challenge there. It wasn't premeditated, of course. It was just a follow through, but of course with the foot going up, Bizimana hitting the deck and taking it full force on his left ankle. He'll be fine. Yeah, that's the stamp of the left foot. A little bit late there. Pushing forward once again. Players in good positions. Here's the delivery coming in from the left-hand side. And a chance. Omborenga back up on his feet, which is good news. Bizimana down into the penalty box. A chance for a shot. It's not a bad one as well, coming in from Kagere. First time snapshot on the turn. Not on target, though. Well, he wasn't far off target, but still, he really got to smash them in, at least test the goalkeeper. You know, Otieno watches the ball fly past him. Back to Rawatu Baye. Nice slick pass there from Twiziramana. Handled by Abdallah. Free kick it is for Rwanda. Yamavubi, which means wasps in Rwandan. Buzzing, but still keen to rule the roost and and get themselves the winning goal. That would be an ideal scenario for them. Plenty of space for Omborenga to get the ball. It's a nice 1-2. That's neatly done. Oh, it's gone a little bit too far, but the idea was fantastic. And you saw that Haruna Niyonzima was racing into space. And the frustration of just the speed of the ball just rolling. Of course, this is an artificial pitch, so that you've got to read, but this is the home stadium for Vincent Mashami's men. Harambee Stars holding Rwanda as it stands.
He's calling you, Marcello. Now we go, keep going.
Mali beating Rwanda in their opener 1-0 before Kenya and Uganda played out a goalless draw. Uganda will play their first home game against Mali. That game's tomorrow. The second round action beginning today with this clash here, but running right through until the end of Tuesday night. And another change. This time it's Kenya, and it is Omondi who's going to go off. Coming on to replace him, Boniface Muchiri. There's another Tusker player. This will be his 5th match played for Kenya. 25-year-old. Maybe trying to score against his own goalkeeper. Ball comes out to Omborenga, plenty of space. Tries to get his ball across well. It's well worked. Playing close quarter football, intricate passes. That's a good ball into the penalty area and headed away comfortably by Akumo. I wouldn't say comfortably, but I think that he realized that there was a little bit of pressure just behind him, but he does well. He knew what he had to do. They win a corner, Rwanda. 22 minutes to go. Can they get themselves the lead? Fight in, front post, and a chance. Oh, and nearly came off the defender. And past his own goalkeeper. There's Abdallah.
Let's go again, harder.
Another corner, fight in Bizimana. Front post this time. And it flies out, but it came straight off Jack Tuisinge.
Turn.
Playing really well, Maguna.
Strong, John, strong.
Strong play with Maguna sending the ball up into Rwandan territory is a good chance. Oh, great clearance. Needed to come to the rescue, Neri Sarike there. And he does a perfect job just to clear the ball under a lot of pressure from Choka. Corner it is for Kenya. Muchiri. Fine clearance at the front post. That's a good ball. This is really well worked. And players moving up into position. just need a little bit more activity off the ball. They could put themselves in a good attacking position. A lot of movement there. The ball just floated over the top, but it's too close to the goalkeeper. And Bizimana possibly should have done something a little bit different. The Vaslan Beveren man came through that wonderful academy in Giseni. Good Etancel Sparks Academy, if you like. 35 caps later, and he's still putting in fine performances for Rwanda. Nice work down that left-hand side from Twizimana. Ball comes into the penalty box. Once again, the big men come to the rescue. They're giving the ball away. There's danger. It's all been tidied up by Machezo at the back. This is good football from Rwanda. They're showing good intentions here, despite the fact that the final pass, the final ball is not perfect. Got to give them credit. And it'll come down to also stamina and dealing with fatigue. They're very motivated. Just don't want to make any mistakes. Just trying to toe poke the ball past Olunga, who's got probably the longest legs on the pitch. Sorry, that's not correct. Okumo probably has, the centre back for Ghent in the Jupiler Pro. Slick play from Rwanda, and the ball coming over. That's neatly done. Good use of the pitch. They push forward once again. Bizimana.
Go!
Need to put a little bit of pressure on these defenders at the back. That was slick play from Muguna. Oh, that's going to be a Rwandan throw-in. Coming across to cover is a Shkupi-based player in Macedonia, Abdul Watubayaye. And Kenya pushing the ball up once again down to the left-hand side. It's been tidied up quite comfortably. Here is Mukunzi. Spent a bit of time in Oman. That's a good ball over the top, beating the offside trap. Now, what can he do here? Ombarenga kicks the ball against the defender. That's good. That's nicely done. That is Eric Otieno. Couldn't do anything about that. Also spent a bit of time on the road playing in Sweden. Made his debut in the Africa Cup of Nations in 2019 in Egypt. Eric Otieno. And a chance for another corner. They've had a number of corners, haven't they, really, if you think about it. Bizimana, far post this time, but this is a wasted opportunity. Goes out before coming back into play. 16 minutes to go. Oh, that's nicely cut out. Very important, Salomon Nirasarike. Outstretched right leg just to clear the danger. You could see who was darting down and trying to get behind the defenders. The man Olunga. That will be a free kick. He just left that outstretched leg dragged behind Niyonzima, bringing down Mushiri in the process. Just threw the ball back in fine, slick fashion. Kenya looking to try and get that lead once again. Took a lead through Michael Olunga, the captain, 10th minute, crashing the ball home from close quarters after a botched clearance. Rwanda getting one back, also in the first half. Uratu Bayaye. The header from Jack Tuyasenge coming back off his body, didn't even see the ball, and it went past Otieno to net the equaliser for the Amavubi. Here is the resulting free kick. That's so well taken there by the Tusker goalkeeper. Ngoye Kure, under a lot of pressure, dealt with it perfectly. It's what you need from your goalkeeper. He had two players coming at him. Luckily, it wasn't the two tallest. It was Mushiri, in fact. And Odada, who's only 6'3". Yeah, I know, he's probably one of the biggest guys on the pitch as well. But they got about 5 players who are 6'4", in fact, in this Kenyan squad. That in itself is just quite remarkable. But also, you know, it's not just with the height and the burly physique that you can actually win matches. You've also got to have the skill set. And I think when you look at the African Cup of Nations and you look at some of the teams that qualified for the last expanded Africa Cup of Nations, then you realize that you know, it's not just about the giants. Kenya obviously qualified because you know, they didn't get out of the group stage, but they did play some good football, some nice battles that were taking place. But when you look at Madagascar, for example, they probably had about 2 or 3 players who were just around about 6 foot. But besides that, they were smaller framed. But did they play some incredible football? They really did, and they just showed that it's great. Football's great, all sizes, all heights and everything. It's just a little bit daunting when you try and attack a team with 4 defenders who are 6'4", 6'12", 6 foot, whatever. I mean, it's just tricky, isn't it? Little maneuver coming there from the Ghent centre-back, Okumo, 6'4". Finds a little bit of space, but has his feet taken from underneath him. 12 minutes to go in this Group E FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 African qualifier between Rwanda and Kenya. We had 2 goals in the first half. Goal drought since the start of the second, but some lively attacking play from both teams right from the very start of the second half, in fact, with Mavuya Kure pushing the ball away from the target after a wonderfully struck free kick from Olunga, the goal scorer and captain of this Kenyan team. Nice touch from Muguna. Giving the ball away, though. Got to remain focused. That was sneaky play indeed, and they have the ball. The ball's gone into the penalty box. A little bit of that pinball machine action in the penalty box, and it goes off for a goal kick. Free kick for Rwanda. Rwanda still working hard. They know that this is an important match. The home games, you have to get points, basically. And with just 1 team qualifying from each group out of the 40 teams in action in the 10 groups, you obviously realize that even if you know, even if you're playing the best or the worst, the home advantage has really got to be exploited, and you've got to pepper your opponent's goal, and if you don't, then you'll walk away with nothing. It's as simple as that. It's not rocket science. Bizumana.
Follow! Slow, Johnny.
10 minutes to go. Rwanda, Kenya. Deadlock at the moment. Locked. Sun shining brightly in Kigali, the capital of Rwanda. Beautiful city. Big sporting capital of one of the wonderful countries in Africa. With Vincent Mashami keen to get his team the right result, but of course Jacob Moulay would love to grab 3 points from this as well. Mali top of the table so far with 3 points. Kenya with 1, Uganda with 1, Rwanda without a single point so far. Stays like this, they'll get 1. I don't need to give you the mathematics for the rest, but a bit of pressure for this man to deliver. I remember for the Chan back in 2015, it was really important, the pressure on Jonathan McKinstry of Northern Ireland, who was the coach of the Amavubi at the time, to deliver. And of course, they failed to qualify for Africa Cup of Nations match competitions, the finals, of course, and for the FIFA World Cup. It's so much more complicated, of course, and complex, but at the same time, it's important to get the right results. Rwanda played some good football, in fact, I remember quite well, in this very stadium. Well, it's the free kick that's gone against Eric Otieno. And Rwanda once again rewarded with a set-piece opportunity. Plenty of yellow jerseys up in the penalty box. Important moment for Kenya to stand tall, stay very tight, and clear the danger ASAP. Bizimana with the right foot of his floats it into the penalty box, headed away quickly by Muguna. A little bit of a mistake, there's a chance here. Here's Mushiri. Mushiri gets past his man, he goes down, and that's going to be a yellow card. And the challenge was late, and he was off on a bit of a wily run, Mushiri, at that point. And a logical yellow card going to the most capped player in Rwandan footballing history, Haruna Niyonzima, 107 caps, 108 today for the Gisenyi-born midfielder. He makes contact with the feet. You can just watch. There you go, he's been well beaten by Mushiri. And I don't think that he does it on purpose, but it's going to be a yellow card. And there he goes, Niyonzima. And coming on for Rwanda is this man here, Omwenga. An important free kick this is for both teams. We just saw one on at the other end of the pitch. Now we've got one that needs to be defended well by Rwanda. Mushiri with the right foot. He just can't pull it around. Good contact, but didn't wrap that right foot around the ball to give it the bend that he was after. And just watched poignantly by the goalkeeper, Mavuyakure. 5 minutes to go here. at the Stade de Kigali for this Group E battle between Rwanda and Kenya. Michael Olungo Gada's goal in the 9th minute cancelled out by Abdul Roatubayaye. Scrambled the ball into the back of the net, but he didn't even do that. It just came off his body, basically, and left Ian Otieno flat-footed. There's a yellow card being dished out there. That's Odada, the 20-year-old. Kenya under-20s player, came through the AFC Leopards Academy, playing his football in Serbia at the age of 20. Bit of a culture shock from leaving Kenya and then heading to Central Europe. But settling in quite well. He's on loan from Red Star Belgrade to play for Metallic, FK Metallic.
Back again, Onana! Face the ball!
Oh, that was the handball offence coming in from Odada. Choka going off finally. And on comes this man here, Henry Atolo. 20-year-old, another player from Tusker, 11 goals. Scored just with 9 games played for Tusker, a real goal machine. In his debut against Sudan earlier this year. And this will be his 3rd cap playing for Kenya. There's the through ball, it's nicely done. There's a good shot as well, but it's kind of scuffed a little bit under pressure. Didn't produce the shot that he really wanted to. It's going to be a free kick. Flag went up for offside finally. Shot coming in from Mushiri. It's very good play, that is, from Odada. Clearance wasn't ideal. Throw in it'll be for Kenya. But it's going to be a goal kick. A little bit of frustration there for Eric Otieno.
Last two, eh? Pace. Last two.
Rwanda with a chance to push forward. Last couple of minutes, shouldn't be too much added time, to be honest with you. Just going on how the game's been played. It's been a very clean game. We haven't had much stoppage time for fouls that have been committed, players that have gone down. Jacob Mule, I want to know what's going on in his head. Of course, after this, he'll be hoping that Mali don't beat Uganda in their 2nd clash. Cranes celebrating a new era with Mishu back in at the helm. 3 minutes of added time. And the Serb deciding to go back and take over the Cranes. They had Jonathan McKinstry, the former Rwandan coach, at the helm for the Chan earlier this year. Flick over the top, and Mushiri trying to get hold of it. He's got support with Eric Otieno just behind him. But, oh, they give the ball back to Kenya. Here's Mushiri. Not easy to find your way past two defenders. Quite a firm challenge coming in from behind from Omborenga. But it's the throw in for Rwanda. Midfield battle, quite physical. No one wants to give anything. Well, besides a moment of madness or some X factor on show in the dying minute or so, this game should finish all square. You just never know. I think it's possible. But just over a minute to go.
Second ball, Muguna, second ball. Ready, Jack.
Ball picked up by Odada. Good ball out wide. Machezo. Well, there's the final whistle has been blown there by the referee from Nigeria, Mr. Ogabor. And this game, this World Cup qualifying clash from the second round in Africa, Group E, the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022, finishes all square between Vanson Mashami's Rwanda and Jacob Mule's Kenya. The final score here in Kigali, 1-1. Few scoring chances. Well, there were a few, but they just they cancelled each other out, basically. The two goals that came were a little bit lucky on both sides of the pitch, to be perfectly honest with you. But, well, it doesn't matter how they go in. The fact that they stay on the score sheet is the most important thing. Olunga's 10th minute effort cancelled out by a strange goal by Abdul Owatubaye. Came back off his back after a downward header from Jacques Tuyasinge. Just over 10 minutes later, basically left this game 1-1 right from that moment there until the final whistle. And that means that Mali are top of Group E with 3 points. Kenya are second with 2 points now. Uganda with 1 and Rwanda with 1, with the next clash pitting together Mishu's Cranes, the Ugandan Cranes, up against Mali to find out who can move position. Bye-bye.